Welcome back to another Sword Art review. I'm just don't mind me
So
getting scared.
not only are you gonna get rid of the title, you're also gonna get rid of online. I mean, by the end you'll be like, "Welcome to S. Welcome to episode 12."
Today is episode 5. I'm Vincent,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As always, we are anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Let's do it.
I just want to say, once again, I'm right about theories. He was in a coma, had to be put into the machine with the advanced people to be kept alive. Just want to say, I'm not wrong. And they talked
Right.
that, at the hospital, his heart stopped for 5 minutes, and he was brain damaged. I said he was already brain damaged before he was even in a coma.
Can I just say, this is just nitpicking, but if Kirito is this master swordsman for 2 years, how did he let that guy stab him when he had a goddamn umbrella? He had a weapon like 8 times the length of his opponent, and he stabs him in the leg. Stab him in like the face.
It's because he was still, like I said, brain damaged. He reached for a sword he didn't have, and
It's
then
just
grabbed
funny
the
how it's
umbrella,
like-
which he already had in his hand.
It's just funny how he's like this legendary swordsman, because I mean, he can even use, even in this new game, he's a legendary swordsman. But in real life, he's like, take that leg. Take that leg.
Which is something he would, I don't know, man. He just...
Oh well,
could've-
I just thought it was
he could've
funny.
just held it out there and pushed the guy
Right,
away.
when I was just thinking about it, it just sounds funny.
No,
It's like
no,
the guy
it's
with
funny.
the little... Oh well, yeah, he's in a coma. It ain't good.
Yeah. And now he's in the fancy VR with the company Wrath or
Wrath.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wrath. They're the only facility equipped, but the one place where Asuna and them go, it's they're like, oh, no visitors are allowed.
Can I
And-
say that that secretary was the most suspicious secretary? She's like, "Oh, is Kirito here? I need to speak to someone else." It's like, don't make it so obvious that you're hiding something.
Yeah, and it's like, so when all the group gets together because they're trying to figure out what's going on, it's actually a long, drawn-out conversation that I feel like they were just stupid. They're like, oh, he never arrived there. Like, oh, they have tight security. They wouldn't let us see him. It's like secretive for some reason. It's like, Kirito literally told you in the cafe that, hey, it's secretive. I don't know anything about it. It's held back. The technology comes from, like, we got someone in America. That's where I plan to go
Right.
after this. And it takes them this whole detective scene to realize the ladies in America and California after, Kirito's basically already told them this at the cafe in episode 1.
Yeah. They also kind of just went over that cafe scene, like telling us about the soul thing, which we already knew.
Yeah.
There is
Which
one.
at least Sinon brought that up because she remembered, oh, the soul translator
Right.
overseas.
I was gonna say there's one issue with this episode, and maybe gonna be in the anime in general, that I do not like at all, and it's Yui. She's basically a do it all, everything you need, and it's kind of just, she's literally a, here is Yui, she moves the plot, because it's like, oh, Yui, bring up all those locations where he could have been. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, hey, Yui, hack every camera in the streets and in the facilities. Tell us if you see Kirito.
Why wouldn't she hack those cameras before they got there and say, oh, because she looked throughout the day. She was like, oh, nothing came to this one, but a helicopter came to this one, but we split up the group to send them there. Did they need to be there for her to get the cameras? I don't think so.
Right.
Because she got the location.
I just don't like how she's like a
do it all for
like
everyone.
a do it all
and so be
Swiss
that way.
knife device where they just bring her out when they need her. It's like, that kind of ruins, like, it's like, oh, okay, thanks, Yui, for doing everything. Why don't you just go get him yourself? Why don't you just go hack his brain back to normal?
Yeah. So basically, when you get through all that, they had to look for Kojiro Rinko, who's the girl that worked with the main sword art dude.
Right.
I-
Oh my god, what's his name? I just forgot his name.
I forgot to write it
It's
down,
with
to
a
be honest.
K, I think.
Yeah, so yeah,
I
they were
literally
partners.
forgot. But yeah, they work together.
More than just partners. Yeah, they're partners in both ways, in love and in sickness. So, um, but because she worked with him on that technology, she was able to get in with Wrath because they need. She's one of like three people that can really help them advance their technology. The
Yeah.
other one was there. I forgot what the guy's dude's name was. He was just some computer nerd. And then obviously the third one was Kirito,
Some computer nerd.
who's their VR specialist.
Their VR expert.
Yeah. So I guess having them locked in it is kind of a blessing for them because
I
they can see it
guess.
get like, you know what, he can't lead it. So they get him to stay in there to super advance it. Like, oh man,
Right.
these are working really well now. Thank you, Kirito.
I'm
Uh,
just okay. Let me just explain just strange things from just watching the episodes. We still don't understand like the whole purpose, right? For why Kirito's in that world. Like why they need him in that world.
I don't think they need him in that world. I think it's just they need him in the machine, and then that's the world Kirito's mind made. Is my
Right,
thing.
but like I'm see, I don't understand the significance of that world still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you're going specifically with that world.
Or
Why
like
that
why is
specific
what
world or
happens
whatever?
when
Like
it just seems
because
weird. Like our problem is Kirito is
in a coma.
in a coma,
Yeah,
and
and I
then
think the thing helps him keep, you know, a sustained dream state that doesn't jump from, dream to dream or whatever.
that's what I'm saying. But why are they being presented as the bad guys? Because they kidnapped Kirito?
I don't know if they even are.
But like,
I don't know. I don't know. I guess Austin and them kind of view them
yeah,
as
they like
bad guys because they were secretive, but we already knew they were secretive, and they should have already known that. Kirito told them. But I don't know. I don't
But
want to
that's
say
why
they're
I'm
bad
confused.
guys,
Like,
but
are they bad guys or are they not bad guys? Because the whole stabbing thing seems to be a huge coincidence, right? Unless they sent that guy to stab Kirito. Because like, Kirito gets stabbed and is in a coma. It's like for them, they're like, "Wow, that's super goddamn convenient. He can be in that world forever." But like, if they are, the bad people, why didn't they just, when he was in the world one day, just trap him in there and like lock his brain in or whatever, Because we could have
yeah,
still got to this
that's why I
point.
don't think they're like bad guys necessarily. I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm
Uh,
confused. Like, what's the whole conflict of this series? It seems the conflict is he's in a coma, but
I
that's
feel
for
like
something
because
completely
of how
different.
his brain is messed up or whatever. I feel like once he saves Alice in that world, he'll wake up. Why? I don't know. That's just maybe a brain thing. It could just be. I don't know. They're focused on these brain states or whatever is what it feels like, especially with this new tech. That maybe, I've never been in a coma, so I don't know what it's like before you wake up. Maybe you do have to solve something in your dreams to wake up from a
Right.
coma.
It just
Who
seems
knows?
strange. I feel like there's just that's my main issue. There's like a disconnect between like our what is our problem?
I think
You
our
know?
problem is just he's in a coma and he needs to wake up. I think it's just as
I
lame as
guess
that,
so.
to be
But
honest.
then why are they
Uh,
spending time in the real world acting like why does Asuna need to go on super secret disguise missions to there's I feel like there's a vital piece of info missing. Cuz I mean
I think
obviously at the
we might
end,
get it next episode further
right.
progressed.
Obviously at the end, Asuna and the other woman, make
Yeah,
their way in,
Rinko, yeah.
confront the dude. And then, I mean, isn't that the end of the episode? He gets confronted. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, Asuna saying she's got help.
She's
Because,
like, "Where's Kirito?"
Yui helped her get in there, of course, still, and then,
That's
yeah.
I just don't see what is our problem. What is our story? Because right now, Kirito got stabbed. He's in a dream world. He was kidnapped by the people who he was saved by doctors and then he was kidnapped. Where do these connect? Because the stabbing and him being in
they're
the
the only ones with the facility, so I don't know why. Because that's what it is. Like, why is there a facility out there in the ocean, right? That
Right.
looks like dog turd. To be honest, the animation was not very.
I think it was CG'd.
It was not very quality looking, but
Maybe I missed something, which could be possible. But right now, it's like, I'm like, okay, he's in the dream world. Does he have to beat the dream world to wake up?
yeah, it's like if you're making
If
this
so,
new
like
VR tech, like obviously, yeah. Now I'm trying to think of like maybe they are a little bit bad. Like, why do they have to be so secretive? Like, I get being secretive with your technology and stuff, but not to the point where you have to be out in the ocean in a secret
right,
facility
you have to literally
with like hundreds of guards and like
kidnap a hospital patient, take him to, because wasn't there multiple locations they could have taken him from, but they're like, no, we're gonna take him to the goddamn middle of the ocean in this.
Well, they said there was only one equipped facility, at least the doctor did.
Okay.
So maybe the doctor knew that one facility was out in the ocean, maybe not. Maybe he just knows there was a company with the facility. But I don't remember. I don't think Kirito was using that tech out in the ocean. Pretty sure he was just leaning out of a building.
How he came across was like, the doctor's like, he's good, he just might not wake up, which is...
Yeah, but then he said, he did say there was only one facility equipped to like maybe have the chance to bring them out.
Okay, to bring it. See, yeah, that's okay. I don't know, it's just weird. Because they're presented as the bad guys. Because you don't just kidnap someone without telling, like, Kirito's closest person. And then, I mean, he was shocked she was there, obviously. The place they're at is clearly heavily guarded. He's like, you went through, like, 37 metal detectors. We have a face scan thing. We have all this.
Bomb detector.
Right. I don't know.
I feel like a metal detector is a bomb detector most of the time, but...
I feel like there's a piece missing that still needs to connect everything. Because right now, the stabbing to me doesn't seem relevant. It's just he's in a coma, which just happens to be convenient or something.
Either it's one hell of a coincidence, or it was...
Right. That's why I feel like there's something we don't know. Maybe they
we still don't even know what happened, like, right after it, right? We know he... Did they just... Also just grab him and leave?
I guess.
Did the guy ever get arrested?
Maybe he stabbed him in the leg so hard it just broke his leg and he couldn't chase him.
Is he still out there on the run?
I don't know.
Anybody tell anybody? I don't think they fully went into that.
They didn't. But yeah, you want to just jump into scores? This is coming across as a rant, but it's not supposed to. It's just me having questions that...
Yeah, it's just questions, not full rant. Semi-rant, semi-question. It's just how...
But, like...
It's more like frustration, because, you know, I've enjoyed Sword Art. Like, it's something that could be great, but always falls short. And I think it's more of, like, frustration from disappointment more than anything. That's how I always come across with Sword Art, because I'm like, I enjoyed it, and then every time I think about it, I just like, oh, man, no. Yeah, you're right. No. Why did they do this? Like, oh man, I'm so frustrated with it. And then it's like, you know, I want it to be something. But we can jump to the scores for this episode.
You me start?
I think I'll give it a 4 tops. Again, there's just a lot of questions. We need to know more so why things are being done. Also, I feel like some of it was kind of dragged out just for Yui to not drag it out, I guess. And then it's like, you know, it took him forever to just remember about the soul translator, and then they completely forgot about Kirito telling them about America, I guess. I guess they don't really listen to him very well. I mean, I guess if you're in a cafe for a while, you start to zone out. But I don't know. I just, I hope for it to pick up.
Yeah, okay. I agree with the 4 tops. But, okay, the things I liked that Asuna is actually getting time to be a character again. because they kind of just pushed her to the side for literally anything past the first 12 episodes of Sword Art. She was pushed to the side to be pretty awful character.
Yeah, she went from being like a strong like character to just being your normal
Your other
female
harem
character,
member.
and like that's just
Yeah, so I like that she's like, going out. She's going to save Kirito, so that's nice. The issues that I have, I already brought it up, like the connection of like the world and the world Kirito's in and the real world. I understand there's like this soul stuff, but like, why did they take him to this facility? Why is the stabbing even significant, or was it just literally a coincidence? The other issue I have, which I already touched on, was the whole Yui just being the jack of all trades just because, which just kind of is, I don't know, it's kind of annoying. Just every time we have a problem, just bring out Yui and she'll help us. It's like, okay, all right. Apparently she works in the real world just as perfectly as she does in the game world, because she's like some super AI. But like,
yeah.
if that's the case, why didn't they just, put her in that facility, locate Kirito, use their cameras, right?
I guess
It's definitely surveillanced if it has, all that security checks. But yeah, I feel like there's missing info or something. Could just be me not understanding, but I feel like I still don't know the significance of the world. Kirito's just in it. I guess if he beats it, he gets out of the coma. I guess.
There's something significant about Alice in Wonderland too, because even Rinko, when she was flying in the terrible looking helicopter and everything, was like, was there a turtle or whatever in Alice in Wonderland?
Right. That was
like,
it's a strange connection.
So maybe there's something really important about Alice in Wonderland, and the people really love. Just obviously, it's not Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, there's some connections. I guess the girl's name is Alice, but I don't remember this dark and white knight like fighting each other on dragons. It's been a while since I've seen Alice in Wonderland. I remember there being a rabbit.
Right. And is this just like when they walked into the game surveillance room, whatever you want to call the control center, the tree they chopped down was definitely still there. Is that just a mistake, or is that like a small hint or something? Because like as soon as they walked in, it shows like a pan out of a city and a mega tree. I'm assuming that's the same tree. There's not that
maybe it was like past footage they had on the screen or something.
Maybe
it's just like, hey, this is one of the worlds we have. It's up here, and it's like
I didn't know if there was, maybe a small hint towards something, or just who knows.
Trying to dive deep into it. One thing I do want to add, I almost forgot, is like I felt like this episode should have been placed either right after he got stabbed. So episode 2, where like we understand that what's going on with him, and then we can go to the world,
right.
or say this till just the end when Kirito wakes up and he's like, what happened? And then they go through this. Oh, this is what we did in the real world.
Yeah,
but
you almost forget.
It just kind of seems like it was just placed here.
You almost forget he gets stabbed, like right.
Yeah, almost.
Like
yeah.
So at the end of episode 1, he gets stabbed, and then the next 3, he's in this world, and then it goes back, and you're like, oh yeah, he was stabbed. We are gonna get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, because I wonder how much we're gonna be jumping between worlds. I'd rather just sit in one for a while instead of jumping back and forth.
Right.
To
I just want to know the importance of each world. Like what's the importance of getting Alice back? Why is Kirino in this facility, like, after conveniently being put in a coma?
Yeah, but we'll get there. That does it.
All right, that's it. Don't hate us. Thank you. All right, it's spiel time.
As always, be sure to hit the like, most likely dislike, or the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought we said, what you did, didn't like, what you scored, anything like that. Again, no spoilers, confirming or denying theories, as we are anime viewers only, and plenty others are. So until next time, peace out.